Hi, everyone. Welcome. And today I am so excited because I'm creating this video in response to a comment that I had in a previous video. So shout out to Brian Henry. I'm so grateful for the communication and really the co-creation, because it's your comment that set forth the intention of having this video manifested. And then in popular demand in my sessions as well, people have requested to hear my transmutational process. So what I would like to do before getting into my process, I just would love to preface that we are all source, we are all one, we are all powerful, multi-dimensional creator beings. And so the process that is best is one that resonates for you. As long as you really resonate with it, you're setting your intentions, um, that's all it takes. And for you to trust and stay consistent with your process. I know it's very simple, but honestly, a lot of the profound, actually all of the profound golden nuggets are simple, and this will be reflected in many of the profound beings that have incarnated on earth before to share the simple truths. Just a low-hanging fruit, Yeshua, aka Jesus, or Buddha. So take that and feel into it, and now I will share my process. So at the core of the process is the 0 point, aka neutrality, aka void of all emotions. And then it's about being in the heart center. For me, this is the key for everything, whether it's transmutational process, whether it's your actions throughout your day if you're working a 3D job, or if you're in sessions with clients and doing, spiritual work, whatever it is. The heart center is also super important in these times. And I'll say this, it's important too to stay malleable, to stay unattached to everything, especially our processes that have resonated with us in a moment, perhaps a month ago, a few days ago, a year ago, because we're constantly shifting. And there's a fine line of staying consistent with your practice and waiting, reaping the fruits, the benefits of it. And consistently sticking with something that's no longer working with you just because this is what was taught to you at a certain place. Again, you come back to just drop into your heart center and just feel into whether or not this practice is meant for you. Okay, so my process, as I said, starts with the 0 point. I'm going to give this process to you with an example so it makes more sense. So let's say you are having the felt sense of lack, poverty programs, or feeling like you don't have the people that you intended for your job, or if you're just starting out on your spiritual journey, or even if you're not and you're moving into a new portion, like your service is not gaining traction, right? Anything of this nature is coming up. So what I do is, as soon as I notice it, I preferably like to get into a space where I won't be distracted. But you can apply this anywhere. And even if you're at a spot where it's busy, I'm sure you can excuse yourself to the bathroom. But for simplicity's sakes, I'm just going to say exactly what I would like to do in a optimal situation. So these emotions are coming up, and you sit with it. You go to the 0 point, and what I mean by that is you are observing what is coming up from within you. And chances are this has happened before. So this really shows that there is something there to be looked at. And it's important to stay neutral and in observing what's coming up and not judging yourself of why you have these thoughts or judging others or whatever, because this is when you are disentangled. You're in a space where things can leave with grace and ease. And I'll sit with it and I'll peel back the layers, meaning, um, when, as I said before, when you set your intention, these emotions are coming up, I'm getting neutral. I'll go into my heart center. And sometimes I'll touch my heart like this. Sometimes I'll breathe. Oh, I always breathe actually in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just a few times, just to really get to that 0 point and in the heart center. And then I'll ask like, what wants to be shown? What's ready to come home and be integrated and released? And gradually you'll just experience the unfolding, and it comes to us differently because we all have different um, access to our abilities. And let's say you peel back the layers now and you found the root of it. um, Now what I do is I imbue an emotion of gratitude or love or anything positive, and I literally say, into myself, like, thank you so much for showing me something that was needed to be transmuted or integrated, depending on what is coming up. um, and uh, it's safe to come back. It's safe to be me. Thank you, and with love. Just whatever wording you want to say, but basically, you can either feel it integrate in, or you can feel it just leave your body. And then from this point forward, what I would do is that I will stay um, keeping my thoughts, emotions, and actions aligned with the higher vibrational state of being. And one thing that I'll share about this is that sometimes when we transmute things, it comes back or it doesn't perceive to have left you. I think it's super important to not be like, what's going on? Like, I transmuted this. I'm not powerful. Or, start to get into a very self-limiting program and self-sabotaging yourself, and just understand, okay, so if this is coming back, then I still haven't gotten to the root of it. So let me sit with this again, give it some time. And one thing that I've been hearing a lot lately is being patient with yourself. And society now, excuse me, is set up for instant gratification. So we want it to be, oh, it came up, I transmuted, it's out of my reality, like it shouldn't come back again. Um, just honor every moment that comes up, honor it to come back, um, and just stay consistent with your process. There are obviously things that I will just throw out there for those. I, in my reality, also do a really good job at mitigating any susceptibility, if you will, for not only self-limiting programs to come up from within, but for portals of, not of my core essence to penetrate my field and influence anything. So I just say this because I think it's also important, if you are inquiring in a video like this, that to live consciously is really beneficial for you, right? Like, what are you intaking through your body? Whether it's your lifestyle of drinking and smoking, even plant medicine. I'm not saying anything bad about plant medicine. It serves its purpose, but it's like, where are you participating in things out of um, habit or out of um, addiction. What I have experienced in this reality is that programs are very, very evident in all areas of our life. So, not only being conscious of what you're putting in your body, but being conscious of what you're listening to, being conscious of who you're around, even being conscious of like who your field is entangled with in your job or in your social media platforms or people you're following. Just as it sounds like a lot, but trust me, every thread of you that you are putting your energy to has connections back to you. So to be conscious of all of this will help mitigate um, any possible things to come up to be transmuted that's not of your core essence or the better way of saying it is this: it will bring you forth much more grace and ease on the path, because on my journey, there definitely have been moments of like, I've worked at this, how is it still coming up? Um, and when you're being conscious of your reality, it will really help you to increase your awareness and your discernment to what it is that's coming up, why it's coming up, who it's coming up for. Okay, is there supposed to be forgiveness in this? Is there supposed to be, and you start to implement the tools that we all know. So I hope this helps. Just want to feel into this if there's anything else that wants to come through to be shared on this topic. Thank you so much for your comment, Brian Henry. Um, Thank you all for who are tuning in and watching this video. Leave comments down below if you want me to clarify anything or even go expand further. I try to make these short and to the point. And with that being said, much love to you guys all. And until the next now moment, I will see you later.